Thank y'all. You know, I gotta make a confession real quick. Stephen's not really all that superstitious.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And also, well, I confess, my family is a little bit on the superstitious side. There is a little bit of superstition sprinkled out in the far reaches of my family, you know, just way on the outside edge. But thankfully, I didn't get any of that superstition. I'm not superstitious at all. So that's very fortunate for me. Thank goodness, you know.
Excuse me?
You're excused. You know, I did think, though, that since we are here tonight, it's Friday the 13th, since we didn't make it here to the theater, that we ought to just, like, talk about, you know, I mean, even no matter how superstitious we're not, because I'm certainly not superstitious, you know, but you know, we can all think of a superstition, you know, one or two. I mean, one that comes right to my mind is the black cat superstition, you know. You know, the one that's, if a black cat goes in front of your path, you're supposed to turn around and run the other way.
It's just kind of hard for us because we live with a black cat.
That's right, that's true. There's a black cat in our trailer home, so every time it's just crossing my path all the time, and I never turn around. We'll just forget that. And if you spill salt, you're supposed to, like, take a pinch and toss it over your left shoulder, you know that one? And if
Why
you,
is that?
With the salt
I
thing?
just wondered, yeah.
Because, well, when you spill the salt, you see, you become vulnerable to the devil, and he can sneak up on you. So you take the spilled salt and you toss it over your left shoulder into his eyes, and he has to run off and do an eye wash and everything. He's out of your hair for a while.
What if the devil is sneaking up on your right side? What if the devil is sneaking up on your
Oh,
right side?
no, he won't do that. He won't do that.
Why not?
Because that's where the guardian angel sits. You know, see, right is right, and left is wrong. See? The guardian angel sits on your right shoulder, and the devil sits on your left shoulder, and they whisper things in your ear. It's true. Well, it's supposed to be for superstitious people. But not me, because I'm not superstitious, you know. You know, just move on here. You know, if your ears are burning, let's say it means somebody's talking about you. If your palms are itching, that means you got money coming to you. I always like to just, you know, do that a little bit. Just, you know, whatever, for the heck of it, you know. If your feet itch, it means you're going to travel. You're stepping out with your itchy feet. If your crotch is itching, I guess that means you probably have crabs. And when you sneeze, it means you got the devil inside you. So you got to sneeze to expel him. Just get him out of there.
You know a lot about superstitions for somebody who's not superstitious.
Well, like I told you, there's a little bit of superstition sprinkled through my family way on the outside, you know. You know, speaking of my family, actually, you know, my head, my shaved head, actually has a superstitious symbolism attached to it. It does, you see. Well, it's not superstition. It's not superstition. It's for luck. It's a good luck thing. You see, my cousin Mandy, when she was a little girl, she got a bad case of the ringworms. And it's true. She had it really bad. Her mama, my Aunt Melba, has this potion she can make up to kill ringworms out of her garden plant. She just gathers them out and makes it up. But before you put the potion on, you have to get the afflicted area shaved, you know. So poor old cousin Mandy, her area that was really afflicted with these ringworms was, you guessed it, her head, her entire scalp, just covered with them. They could have gone fishing, there were so many ringworms in her head. It's true. It is true. Well, so anyway, her daddy, my Uncle Joe, took her down to Frank Snow's to have her head shaved. Frank Snow is the barber there in Okeechobee, Texas, my hometown. Now, nobody knows exactly what happened, but for some reason, the potion that Aunt Melba made that time killed off all of Cousin Mandy's hair follicles, and her hair never grew back. It just stayed clean as a whistle forever. But fortunately for Cousin Mandy, she had a very pretty face. And as it turns out, a really nice head. So, yeah, people stared at her, sure, they stared at her, you know, they pointed and they talked about it. But the funny thing about old Cousin Mandy was when these people pointed and stared and talked about it, they were saying nice things. They liked her. She had a nice head on her shoulders, you know what I mean? And she was noticed so much that she became the class president all throughout high school. She was accepted into all the best junior colleges in the area. She was. It's just great. She met and married the most wonderful guy. She got a great job, and generally everything's just gone great for Cousin Mandy ever since she had her head shaved. So now, I'm getting there. Anytime anybody leaves Okeechobee, Texas, my hometown, to head out into the big world, they get taken down to Frank Snow's barber shop and have their head shaved, you know, for luck. Because Uncle Joe always says, you know, you can't never tell what might happen to you if folks have reason to stare at you. And Uncle Joe ought to know, you know, he's the one that wears dresses and sells trailer homes there. He gives me all the dresses that I wear. This one, I'm going to put on my lucky dress later for y'all. That's the one Uncle Joe gave me, too. You know, the funny thing about Uncle Joe...
Hey, don't you think one story is enough for right now?
Sure, yeah, sure. But I was just saying, you know, I was just going to say Uncle Joe's very, very superstitious. You know, he's just really, really superstitious part of my family. And so,
And then you take after him quite a bit, right?
but what is that supposed to mean? Let's do the song, please. We're going to do a song now that's kind of about a superstitious kind of lady named Edith Massey. Some of y'all may know her. She was in John Waters' movie, Pink Flamingos. We like to call her part in that movie. Thank you, Edith. We like to call her the egg lady there in that movie. And this song is called Eggman. Where is the Eggman? Don't you know I'm hungry? Don't you know this trailer park is big enough for us three? Oh, I love him and I love eggs. I love rolling something, right down my legs. Where is the Eggman? Ain't he running late? Ain't gonna come and take me on an over easy day. Oh, I love him and I love eggs. I love to roll them, something, burn down my legs. Here comes the Eggman, and he likes me too. He says he has a question for me, wants me just to say I do. Oh yes, I do. I do love eggs. I love to roll them, something, burn down my legs. Oh yes, I do. Oh yes, I do. I do love eggs. I love to roll them, something, right down my legs. I'm Mary Eggman. It's scrambled bliss. I've got him infected. He gives me gooey kiss. A yellow kiss. That's from the egg yolk. It's on his lips. I love the Eggman. Thank you.